this is Greg with World in Disorder, and today I wanted to present a recipe. Whenever I started hiking, I was doing low carb, so this is geared definitely toward a low carb diet. I wanted something hot, something in the morning to kind of get me going. Yeah, you could bring eggs, bacon if you're not out there for too long, but if it's the summertime, if you're out there for more than a day, probably not the best things to bring with you. So this is kind of an oatmeal recipe, and this is how I would prepare it out there. The secret ingredient is actually a Hemp Hearts, and basically no carb. There are 3 carbs, 3 fiber, and if you follow the net carb, subtracting fiber and sugar alcohols from the total carbohydrates, you're going to get 0 with this right here. And it swells up a little bit and tastes kind of nutty. It's actually really good. For flavor, I add some naked PB, which is a lot like powdered peanut butter, or PB2. For more flavor and protein and energy, I add protein energy. It's the Cinnabon, and it works really well with the peanut butter, and it has 120 milligrams of caffeine per 2 scoops. So the entire recipe is about 100 grams, and it's about 490 calories. This is just some powdered stevia. So what I would do is, at home, I would prep my breakfast, and I'm going to do 1 serving of the naked peanut butter, so that's 12 grams, 1 scoop. It's 10, 11, 12. Okay. There's going to be 2 scoops. Zero that out. 2 scoops, or 28 grams of the protein energy. This is the only brand that I know of that actually has caffeine in the protein powder. So again, we're going to do 28 grams, 13 grams, 22, 27, 27. That's close enough. And this is 2 carbs per 2 scoops. Hemp Hearts, I would take I'm going to need a scoop for this. So and I do 2 servings of this, so I'm going to need 60 grams. This is 170 calories per serving, like I said, 0 carb, 10 grams of protein per serving. So I need 60. That took me to 39, so I won't need a full. This is a 1/3 cup measure. So we're at 58 and 60. Okay. This does need to be refrigerated. I'll put that back in my fridge after the video. And this is the powdered stevia. I usually take about 2 small scoops of it, just to add just a little bit of sweetness. Okay. Take the bag. Don't need this anymore. Off. So take the bag. And this actually tastes great cold oatmeal, or it tastes really good hot too. I'll take this to work even. So mix it up really good. So this bag is 490 calories, it's 100 grams. It's 5 carbs, 46 grams of protein, and 28.5% fat. Okay. So then, and you can add a lot of water to it. You can add basically as much water as you want. It just depends on, do you like your oatmeal thinner or thicker? I'm going to add I've got 2 cups of water, but I'm probably not going to add all of it. It's a little bit more than a cup. All right, so this is a cup and a half. There's about 4 ounces left over. And I can always add that later. Let's put the alcohol. This is how I would deal with it at camp or in the morning. Okay. Turn that leg. Lid on. So you don't have to eat this hot. The water does not need to boil. In fact, during the summertime, there's no way I'm going to get up and cook a hot meal. I'm going to eat it cold. So I'll just take some water that's been sitting out a night, 60 something degrees, dump it in there, let it sit for probably 5 or 10 minutes to let the hemp hearts, they kind of swell up. Let those swell up and then eat it. We're inside today, it's Friday, so I'm going to go ahead and heat it up and show you what I would do like in the wintertime, fall, shoulder seasons when it's still pretty cold in the morning and you want something kind of warm to go with your coffee or whatever. I like this alcohol stove. Except for that it's not lit. So we'll just let that burn off. It's 15 milliliters of alcohol, of heat, and just however hot it gets the water, great. Okay, so this has been going for a few minutes now, and I mean the flame is still mostly there, but I think I'm good with how hot it is right now. There's a lot of steam coming up. It's not boiling by any means, but there is a lot of steam coming up, and I really didn't want to eat this thing super hot anyways. You see how runny it is right now? It'll actually thicken up quite a bit. Put it back in the cup. for to hold it, but also if there is a break in the if there is a break in the bag, the cup will catch it. Just going to stir it up. Just push that down. Vent the bag, put it on, and I'll come back about 3, so in about 10 to 12 minutes, and should be good by then. Should be nice and thick, and that was about 1.5 cups of water, so we'll see. So it's right at 3. We'll take a look at it. About 5 minutes ago, I came back in here and opened up the bag and stirred it up. So it's still a bit runny, and I imagine that the longer you let it sit, it would thicken up. But at this point, I would either just eat it out of the bag and save having to clean up my cup, or pour it into the cup, especially if I thought that it needed a little bit more time to cook. But anyways, I encourage you, if you're on a low-carb diet and you're looking for options, I encourage you to give it a try. Maybe not start with a 5-pound bag of the Hemp Hearts like I did, because it does take up a lot of space in the fridge. They are versatile, and you can just add them basically to anything. But I should have done a better job stirring it up. I wonder if that's some of the reason why it didn't thicken up very well. But as you can see, there's chunks. It has thickened up a bit, but let's see if I can get myself on camera. Don't ever trust someone who won't eat their own food, right? Hot, but good, very good. I like the Hemp Hearts. They add substance and texture. It tastes really, really good, especially with the peanut butter, the PB2 or naked peanut butter in my case, and the cinnamon bun. But you could add whatever you wanted to it to enhance the flavor even further. Give it a shot. It's pretty good. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it gives you an idea. Get out there and have a good time. Yeah, enjoy yourself. Thanks for watching.